In 1989, a case was brought to the Supreme Court called DeShaney v. Winnebago County Social Services. 5 years previous, in 1984, a boy named Joshua DeShaney, who was only 4 years old at the time, was admitted to a local hospital with severe head injuries and ended up going into a coma. When he woke up, he had suffered so much brain damage that he was severely disabled mentally. And all this was a result of an extremely violent string of abuse from his father, who had custody over him. This abuse was then brought to the attention of the Winnebago County, and they said that they would do all that they could to help, but they ended up not taking Joshua out of his father's custody. His mother, who hadn't won custody over him, was angry because of this, so she sued the county, saying that them pretty much kind of allowing this abuse to happen violated his 14th Amendment and the Due Process Clause, which said that the government would pretty much protect any of its citizens. So the case went to court and ended up with a 6-3 ruling in favor of Winnebago County. To justify this, the government stated that the Due Process Clause does protect people from harm through the government against anything that may happen, but it, quote, does not impose an affirmative obligation on the state to ensure that those interests do not come to harm through other means. So that's saying that since the government didn't actually do this to Joshua, they really weren't obligated, like his mother thought, to stop it from happening. In our world today, a lot of people hear about abuse, and I've heard lots of stories. And do I agree with this ruling? No. I don't think anyone from a moral standpoint really would. If a man gets thrown in jail for abusing like a dog, then a father whose abuse led to his son's mental disabilities, permanent mental disabilities, should at least lose custody of him, because obviously he isn't a good guardian. In my opinion, this abuse deprived Joshua of what are called every person's unalienable rights, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Since because of his father, Joshua now has to spend pretty much the rest of his life in a facility to be taken care of, because he can't do it himself anymore. And if he hadn't received this abuse, he would have had a normal life, go to college, have family. I don't know, I just don't think this case really should have ended the way it was. I guess from a legal standpoint, he technically wasn't protected, but I think he should have. Thanks.